Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Berserker Claus Show, and with your host Jaximus Claus. I just want to let you guys know that I do these shows not because I want people to feel or want people to feel forgiveness for me, or I don't want people to think that there's something wrong with me. There is something wrong with me. I'm in a downward spiral. Basically, I've told everybody what's going on in my life a couple of times. You know, I've hit rock bottom. I'm so sick and tired of going to my work sometimes. I'm tired of going to work because work isn't even fun anymore. I've actually said that on the cameras here at work, that, I'm just here to work now. I've just come to work to just try to avoid things. But it doesn't work. It doesn't get any better. I really have no idea where the hell I'm going in my life. I mean, I sometimes can't even pick up my cell phone anymore and call my parents because I don't even know what my parents are going to say. I'm basically not even wanting to reach out anymore with anybody. I just want to live my life every day. When I wake up, I'm like, yeah, another day. How many more days until December? How many more days until I can put on that suit and be happy and do the thing that makes me the most happiest person in the world? It's like basically a clown, but I'm doing it at Christmas time. When I put the camo Claus suit on, when I put that suit on, I feel like that's my life. I work from December 1st all the way to December 26th. I feel like that's me. I feel alive. I feel like I matter. And then when Christmas is over, I put on a fake outfit and I try to get through everything until Christmas again. Because Christmas is the only time that I ever feel alive. Well, from December 1st to December 26th, that's the only time I feel like I matter. That's the only time I feel like people care about me. I always talk about having my own reality show. Well, here it is. I have the Berserker Claus Show. Does anybody watch it? No. Do I care? Not really. Do I want to get paid for doing this? Sometimes. Am I ever going to? No. Do I want to have my own kind of show or do I want to have my own kind of show or be on a show like the Jersey Shore? Yeah. I would like to be on a show that, involves people from Minnesota, but I'd probably be too old. I mean, I'm 45 years of age, and would I love to be on a reality show? Yeah, I would love to be on a show like that. But I just live my life every day like it's my last day on this earth. I wake up, put my pants on one leg at a time. I do what I have to do. You know, I don't really worry too much about things like politics and religion. I don't really worry too much about that. I wanted to learn, about Vikings and, paganism and Norse mythology and everything else. I want to learn about that as much as I want to learn about Christianity. I want to get my ordained ministership. I want to live my life as Jaximus Claus, meaning that I want to get Jack Craning pushed away from my life, because Jack Craning is not me. That was who I was for the first 45 years of my life. Now the afterlife is Jaximus Claus. That's who I want to be. Jack Craning is dead. I don't even like that name. Jonathan Craning is dead. I don't even like the name. I don't even like being a Craning. I mean, Carrie and Jason and Maria and the Craning family. Yeah, I love and respect you guys. But, there's a part of me that doesn't feel like I'm a Craning anymore. There's a part of me that's just saying, Jack Craning, you're done. You're not a part of this family anymore. It's time for you to move on. I want this, I want my life to be great. I want to live and be happy and be me, but I want to be Jaximus Claus. But I used to come to work to get closure. Yeah. I used to come here to try to get away from all the bad problems and everything else. But no, it just follows me to work. I just don't understand why when I come to work, I feel like I don't even want to be here anymore. I mean, I sometimes feel like my boss doesn't even like me. I sometimes feel like my assistant manager just basically goes through the motions with me and basically makes me feel like I'm just another employee. I mean, I used to want to come here and work. I still do, but it's just work. It's, 8 to 12 hours of driving people to the airport and driving people to Brainerd or driving people to Alexandria and then go home and be done with it. Because it's just a job now, because before it used to be fun. Now passengers, for some odd reason, they just sit back in their chairs and they just sit there and they stare at me, but they don't really want to talk to me. They want to just sleep. They want to get picked up, driven to the airport, and they want to get there before their flight happens. And if they don't get there before their flight happens, they take it out on me. They take it out on us. They're like, oh my God, you should have drove faster. Or, oh my God, we can't, stop traffic. We have to do what we can. But the thing is that we just live our lives every day. Because all we are is people. And for some odd reason, people have forgotten that there are other people doing things for them and doing things because they don't want to do it. So we drive you to the airport because we want to drive you to the airport. Not because you don't want to drive to the airport because it costs too much, or the parking's expensive, or you don't want to leave your car there. You want to basically have somebody drive you to the airport, and that's what we do. We drive you to the airport because you don't want to drive. That's what we do. But don't take it out on us when traffic is bad. There's nothing we can do about it. We can't make the roads faster. We can't make the roads safer. We can't make the roads cleaner. Only thing we can do is get you from one point to the next. Do we want a tip from you at the end of our drive? No. We're not here for the money that you give us. We just want you to understand that, hey, we're going to get you to the airport safely, and we're going to get you to your destination safely. If you want to tip us, go for it. If you want to talk to us, talk to us. We're people. We're not just robots. We're not here to just drive you, looking like we're dead into the space and driving you to the groom office like we don't care about you as a human being. We care about you. We care about who you are. We care about you as a family. I do anyway. I love people. I love all kinds of people. Because I want somebody to love me back. I don't want to be just somebody's, lover. I want somebody to be someone's friend. I want somebody just to, tell me that it's going to be okay. I don't want to just be another person who lives in a world where everything is just a one-sided affair. I mean, people can't make up their minds what kind of world they live in, so they just kind of take it out on everybody else. I mean, there's not a day that I wake up and I wonder to myself, Jack, what are you going to do today? Are you going to do something for you? Or are you going to do something for this world? And you always got to wonder. I mean, there's not a day that goes by that I don't understand, why I'm here. What I've done to deserve this. I sit back and I think to myself, Jack, you work hard for what you do, and you work for a company that pays you so little for everything that you do. They appreciate you, they care about you, but yet they won't pay you any more money than what, they think you're worth. And that's why people give tips. I put my groom outfit on every day when I go to work. I put my bibs on. I put my shirt on. And I work really hard for what I have to do. And I keep on thinking to myself, I could do something better with my life. Could go work for another company. But I don't want to work for another company. I don't want to start over. No. I've already been putting in the hard work and everything else, working for a company for a year, and 7 months. So when I'm here for 2 years, I'll actually feel good about myself. But you wonder what it's going to be like when you're there for 3 years or 4 years, because you've never worked for a company longer than about 5 years. Well, no. I don't think I've ever worked for a company longer than 2.5 years, probably. I can't even remember what company that is. Well, I think I was with MC Dean for 2 years because I got to be a second-year apprentice, and then that shit went up Tits Creek and everything else went haywire. Dude, the lane ends over here, you dumb son of a bitch. Really? God. Oh, I thought it ended, but I guess it doesn't. Yeah, left lane ends. I don't know, man. I'm just staying in the middle lane because that's the only lane that feels safe. Now all these dumbasses aren't getting over now. It says 2 lanes closed, down to 1. I mean, you can't fix this shit. They've been working on this goddamn road for the last 20 fucking years. We live in a world where people just do not understand to read signs. They say the lane ends, so people stay in the lane. They don't move over. They don't know their surroundings. They have no idea the fuck they're getting themselves into. It's funny kind of world we live in. Oh, hell. Straight Line Logistics. It's the name of a company. It's a FedEx truck. No. I like that when I went to go work for FedEx. When I went to work for FedEx that one time, I went to go work there and they had this guy who was really cool. He was a nice guy, really laid back. They shit can him. And then I tell the company, I'm like, well, you're shit canning him. I'm leaving because he was a good boss. Yeah. I've left because of people that I like. And they called me and they told me to keep my mouth shut that the person was leaving. And I was like, you know what? Why would they get rid of somebody who was such a good boss? You know? I really don't know what the hell they're going to do anymore when it comes to people. I mean, you live in a world where I remember when you used to buy 4 double cheeseburgers from McDonald's. It used to be $4.20. Yeah. Or 4 McChickens was $4.20. But now, it's like It's like 8 something. It's like 8:45. Yeah. Everything's so fucking expensive. Oh. Is this all going to one lane? I swear it is. Oh. No, I went home from work yesterday, and then I didn't start work until 8:30 today. Yeah, I started at 8:30 today, and I started at 8:30 today, and I said to myself, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I mean, you know, it's one of those things that you just get up, come to work, and when you get to work, you're realizing to yourself, you know, you think, did you have enough sleep? Did you sleep too long? Or did you sleep too much? Sometimes you just wonder. I always think I never sleep enough. You know, I sometimes think that I never sleep enough. That basically what I should do is I should just get home from work, take my clothes off, and just go to bed. In the middle of the night, wake up in the middle of the night and think, what the hell am I doing? Why am I awake? Why am I not asleep? Did I get enough sleep? Did I get too much sleep? Did I get not enough sleep? People sit there and they think to themselves every freaking day. They just say to themselves, they just say, Jack, you know, you work so flippin' hard. You try to make yourself happy. You try to make yourself excited. You try to enjoy yourself. You try to be a part of your life. And you try to do what you can to make everything, you know, make everybody love you. Make everybody want to be a part of your life. But the thing is you can't even love yourself. How can you love somebody else? There are times that I hit rock bottom. There are times that I crash. There are times that I go home and punch cabinet walls and, you know, get all mad at myself. Well, I didn't really punch a cabinet. I shut a cabinet door one day. It fell off the hinges and hit me in the face. So, was the cabinet old, or was the cabinet just needed that oomph of power before it snapped off and hit you in the face? Who knows? You know, I have people that love me, people who care about me, people who don't even know the real me. people who always sit there and they think to themselves, you know, Jack, I just don't care that you have to say anything anymore, and I'm just not going to listen to you. And I'm going to be like, okay, don't listen to me. I get it. I really do. There comes a time in a person's life and every day of their life and they need to realize to themselves that there is a line, a thin line between love and hate. And it happens more often than others. You know, I love myself only to a point. I just don't know what I want anymore. I really don't. I mean, there are times when you look back on all the history of your life and you wonder, am I really supposed to be a part of that family? I mean, are they really my, mom and dad? Or are they really my birth parents? Are they really, are they really the people that had you? I mean, yeah, a baby book tells so much, but a DNA test, tells so much too. Sometimes you can't trust those 23andMe things. Sometimes you can't trust, what you hear on these DNA tests. I mean, yeah, I believe that he's my dad, but I believe that she's my mom. But why the hell do I feel so distant from my parents? Why do I feel like my mom and dad, even though they had me, they just don't want me around? Meaning that everything that goes on, like what I mean by that is when I go over to my mom and dad's house and I talk to them, it feels like we're just acting. Yeah, it feels like my parents have read a script and they're just supposed to always say what is on their mind. Like, hey Jack, how's life going? What have you been up to? Haven't talked to you for a while. Like, that's just a script. And then I say I leave, and then it's like, okay, bye. No, I love you. No, I, don't feel anything else for you. Just bye. Yeah. My mom and dad don't even say I love you anymore. They don't. I say it to them and then they say it back. But shouldn't your parents be the ones to tell you that they love you? I mean, there are times that I feel that, there are times that I feel sometimes when my parents talk to me, I sometimes feel as if my parents kind of just go, oh, he's coming over. Or, oh, he's on the phone. Or, oh, he's calling me. Wonder what he could be calling me about. and then they have a script for it. You know, it's kind of like the movie The Truman Show. It's like they have a script, you know, for whatever Jack's going to do. And if I pick out that right thing, they're like, oh, almost dodged a bullet on that one. Jack's going to figure it out one of these days. I don't know why Joe isn't, I don't know why Joe isn't getting the paperwork done. But I'm not really worried about it anymore. I don't really care. I mean, I just want her to be happy. Because I ruined her life. Yeah. I ruined her life, the kids' life. I've ruined everything. Just a giant whirlwind of emotions. And I'm never going to get back anything. No. I'm just going to be sitting here wondering how much further down the road I can go before I just completely hit it all and splat. Rock bottom. Yeah. That's how bad I feel sometimes. It just is one of those things that happens, you know? You know, I sit here and I think to myself, what more could go wrong? You know, yeah. There's not a day that goes by that I don't even understand what I'm living my life for anymore. Yep. I mean, oh look. There I had more ones in my friggin' wallet. It's like that condom that you have in here that you never use. It's got about 7,000 holes in it. You know, and you use it with that girlfriend that you really and truly want to be with, and then all of a sudden you bang her, and 9 months later she tells you that she's knocked up. That's just how my life would be. I haven't had that happen yet. I haven't had somebody tell me that I'm their dad, that I'm their father. Nobody ever wants me to be their father. Nobody even wants me to be their son. I mean, I talk so highly of Julie, and Julie's this lady that, God, I love her to death. I mean, she took me out to the Texas, I think it was Texas Roadhouse or whatever. She took me out for dinner because she had an online gift card that she had, like $100 gift card and whatever, and she told me to get whatever I wanted. Now, did I feel like I went a little bit overboard? Yeah. And do I feel like I gotta pay Julie back? Yeah, I do. Do I feel like I have to make everything right? Yeah, I do. But there are times that I sit here and I talk about my mom and dad, my real parents, and I just sit here and I wonder. I have such a weird relationship with them. I have this feeling. I have this feeling like I don't know who they are. Like sometimes I go and talk to them, and I just feel like I mean, sometimes when I call them, like I was gonna call them and get a massage table from them because I think they have one. Because I have a friend of mine who wants a massage. Yeah. And I wanted to get this massage table for my parents. But when I talk to them about, why I need the massage table, you know, they're going to be like, what do you need the massage table for? And I'll be like, I'm giving somebody a massage, you know. And then, I mean, they'll probably ask, am I making money doing it, or do I know anything about massages or anything? Well, I read about how to do massages, and I did some massage stuff when I was in Wahpeton, when I was going to school at Wahpeton. I went and saw these ads for, people wanting to learn how to do stuff, and I went ahead and did massage therapy. I took a class for it. Well, not a class, but I went and paid somebody to show me how to do, massages with your hands and, squeezing of the different, veins and muscles and stuff in their bodies. And, and I'm pretty good at it because I got, big arms and stuff. I'm really good with my hands. Yes. I also have a massage gun. A thing that, gets all the muscles and the veins out. You just put it on like a different number and it vibrates the muscles and everything else. I don't have oils or anything like that, but I just have my hands and yeah. But I was going to ask my parents for their massage table and see if I could borrow it. But I don't even know how the hell that's going to go over. Because sometimes you want to ask people for help. But sometimes you're afraid of what their answer is going to be. Yeah, I go to Minnesota after dark events. Hoping that I can find closure. Hoping that I can talk to people and just be happy. No. I can't. I can't be happy. No. I'm always loud, obnoxious, and wondering if anybody even gives a shit that I'm there. That's how it is at work now. Yeah. I wonder if anybody really even gives a shit that I come to work anymore. I mean, they're glad that I come to work because we need drivers. But I think that's the only reason why they're excited that I'm here. It's because I'm coming into work. Have no fear, Jack is here. Yay! No. Jack comes to work nowadays just because, he shows up and hopes that somebody will take care of him. I put on a show like I'm so very delusional. Oh, look at the moon. So beautiful. Yeah. As I'm narrowing down my final thought for the night, I sit here and I think to myself, when people watch this, do they even give a shit what they even see? Do they even watch it? That's the question. Maybe it's just one of those times where I want to flip a table. Who knows? Well, anyway, have a good night.